Hello, everybody. Welcome back to A Link to the Past. It's still just me, Smoothies, and MBM, which it will be for the whole LP, and we just entered the first dungeon.
Well, second. Like, even the ending credits kind of count the castle break-in sequence as a dungeon.
Well, this is like the first real dungeon.
Yeah, that's true. But I do like how A Link to the Past starts off not with a village tutorial, but with the whole breaking and entering into the palace to save Zelda. And, I don't know, I'm kind of surprised that they didn't really try to do something similar again. Instead, it's a whole bunch of the whole, here's Link in his everyday life so that we can have the hero's journey and throw his piece out of whack and have him go on a quest.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Because I think one of the biggest complaints with Skyward Sword everyone has is, you know, the 4-hour tutorial you have at the start of the game.
Yeah, and that started with Twilight Princess, and that happened because Miyamoto. Because Miyamoto's like, no, we gotta make games this way, and everyone at Nintendo's like, well, Miyamoto said it, so we gotta say yes. He doesn't have bad ideas when he's had several bad ideas. You guys need to learn to say no. If you guys didn't say no, Ocarina of Time would have been in first person. It would have been in one castle with paintings. It just would have been Mario 64 all over again.
Best game ever.
Mario 64 is a pretty good game. It's alright.
It's okay.
That's the Smoothies review of It's okay!
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad!
That's how we're going to review everything from now on. So what's your number score? Not bad out of 5. So here's a little trick here. You can use the invincibility frames from that Popo to hit the button, and then when you hit the button, you can get the chest. Normally, you would have to kill all the enemies, but yeah, nah, fuck it.
Are those little squiggly things called popos?
The worm things, yeah, they're Popos.
Hide the drugs.
Hide them all. See, I thought you were going to go with like an ice climber thing, but no, cops.
Yeah.
Piggies. Well, piggies, you know, moblins, Ganon, it all makes sense. Hylian lives matter.
All right.
This shadow's gotten way too fucking political. It really has.
I plan on completely ruining this playthrough, alright? I spent hours recording this. If anyone's gonna fuck this playthrough up, it's gonna be me.
You got it. It's all on you.
Fucking Igors.
I built this house, now I'll burn it down.
With all of you in it.
Oh my
Yay!
no.
We're playing Sims again.
Yay.
So I'm getting a whole bunch of rupees here in the early part of the game just because I'm going to be doing the fairy upgrades, and that deity is cheap and she needs lots of money to buy her fancy stuff. So I'm going to be kind of scrounging every rupee, which is kind of funny because by the time I get to the end of the game, I literally just have too much money and I have nothing to use it on.
Just keep giving it to her.
Just keep throwing more money at her. Make it rain.
She's worth it, MBM.
She is. She's good to me. Also, for earlier casual plays, the pots will do more damage than your sword. They do equal damage to the Master Sword, so if an enemy is just way too strong, throw pots at it.
That's great.
So here's this boss.
Boss.
They're weak to arrows. Each one dies to 3 arrows. So a cool trick to do is hit one of the Armos Knights with just 2. And then when they go in that little circle spiral, you just, unload arrows nonstop. And that way, the one that has just 1 hit left, you hit it before it turns red. And you skip that phase where it tries to jump on you and smash you.
Yeah.
Pro strat.
Look at this pro strat, man. This is the best OP of all time.
Yeah. I mean, it's part 2, and we're already done with this dungeon.
Get wrecked, Braid Scratch.
Get wrecked, all popular YouTube channels.
I have no idea if you even did this game, but I assume it took you 7 parts to get here.
I was about to ask.
Who fucking even knows? I don't watch the internet. And so you don't have to talk to him before the dungeon. You do need to talk to him after the dungeon because he's going to give you the Pegasus boots. And if you don't talk to him before the dungeon, he just puts all the dialogue from that conversation into this conversation. So you're going to talk to him for the same amount of text boxes. So if you want to save time, just talk to him afterwards. And he's just giving us our big old MacGuffin quest of, alright, it's a Zelda game. These are the first couple bosses. How about you collect 3 of a special magical thing, and then the plot's gonna change. And then they did that over and over and over.
Yeah, they did.
It's kind of funny, though, in the Nintendo Power A Link to the Past official comic of A Link to the Past, he just gives him, or Sahasrahla gives Link the first pendant. Like, he doesn't even go into Eastern Palace. He just gets it for free, and I kind of wish they did that in this game.
You gotta save paper. You know?
They did that in Wind Waker. You can I forget which part, but you can clearly tell there was meant to be a dungeon there, because I think it's when he's trying to get the pendants, and he goes to like that talking waterfall, and the guy's like, "You can have it. It might." You could clearly tell there was meant to be a dungeon there, but they had not enough time.
It's the third of the pearls. When you get Nehru's pearl and you talk to Jaboon,
Yeah, that's the one.
all you have to do is just break down the wall, and then Jaboon has all this text, and he just gives it to you. And you're like, cool, buddy.
More games should be like that. Stop making me. I'm trying to save the world. Quit making me do pay shit for you. Just fucking give me it, or I'll stab you.
Why do I have to play a video game when I could just pay $10 in the in-app purchases and get the ending?
Exactly. Thank you, System Digital, for giving me all the races in All Stars Racing for $5 extra.
I think the best is the Mega Man X iOS version, because I think that one you can literally just buy all the Maverick power-ups. Or no, and you can buy the X upgrades.
The Hadouken as well.
I don't know about the Hadouken. I don't remember. I never actually played it. I just looked at screenshots and I thought it was hilarious that you can buy the game just buy it twice.
I would imagine the Hadouken would be the things that people want to, because that's like annoying as fuck to get that. I could see people paying a few bucks to get that.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I would just.
Was Majora's Mask the first Zelda game to have a toilet? I want to say it is. Man, that game fucking revolutionized like the entire series.
Yeah, it really did. I mean,
and I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this game. No toilets.
0 out of 10. No toilets.
they just shit all over the field.
Da 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 da.
You have to get fertilized from somewhere, NBM. What do you expect?
I mean, everything is so lush and green. I understand now.
Hyrudian shit makes real good fertilizer.
See, this is the reason why they hated the Gerudo, is that those crazy desert people were shitting in toilets, and the Hylians just had no idea what the fuck to do with that. So they just branded them all thieves and heathens.
But you see, all that shit that they put down the toilet instead of back on the ground, that's why they live in a desert. There's no fertilizer.
This is true. And that explains why Ganondorf is all mad at the wind and stuff.
Come at me, Miyamoto.
Wind.
Come at me, Nintendo. I'm making your game better.
Aonuma.
I wish we could meet.
That is your real name?
I wish we could meet Miyamoto, just to be like. So in Link to the Past, all the Hyrudians shit on the floor, right? That's like part of the story, right?
Where does everyone poop?
Take your pants off. Shit on the floor. It's time to get swifty.
Take off your pants and your panties.
I love the idea of Steven saying, take your clothes off to Miyamoto. With no context. Just like, I'm a big fan of Mario and Zelda, so in Link to the Past, take your clothes off.
Mr. Miyamoto, FTCR News. Question, sir. Take your clothes off. Your response.
It's even funny if you had to use a translator. And the translator just looks at you like, what the fuck?
It's like, it's okay. No, we got the press passes. We're legit.
It's okay, I'm from YouTube. I know what I'm doing.
Literally no worse than an angry internet reviewer.
Oh god, that's how low we've sunk.
See, I was okay just being a pseudo YouTube poop channel. I was even okay when we were doing Let's Plays, but fuck, now that we're basically angry internet
Angry
reviewers.
Joe.
Yeah, now that we're basically Angry Joe, fuck our lives.
The fact that we are now like Angry Joe makes me sad.
LP
Wait,
cancelled.
Who's Angry Joe?
Exactly.
I envy you the fact that you have no idea who he is.
I still don't understand like what DSP is. Like, I know that he's a person and apparently he's dumb at stuff, but it's like, if you don't like him, then stop fucking watching him. What's wrong with you?
Exactly.
But Steven, that's not how the internet works.
I don't understand.
Like, look, oh, someone's being dumb on the internet. Congratulations, everyone's doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop being mad at this one person for doing it. Ugh. So we got the ice rod back there. I know a lot of people will get really mad at this game for the ice rod because it's required, but it's not required until basically the end of the game. And a lot of people get really pissed off that, why didn't the game tell me? When Sahasrara,
Yeah, he did.
he tells you to get the ice rod. If you weren't paying the fuck attention, you have no one to blame but yourself. And honestly, that's one thing that's kind of weird with games nowadays, is that back then, text was actually important. Like, you kind of needed to read to know what the fuck was going on, but now people just skip text and expect to understand what's going on. For the most part, they can, but, you know, you play an old
But
game,
Mr. MBM, I can't read. How do I play games?
get your older sibling to do it.
But he can't read either.
Well, then your parents are failures and we're calling Child Protective Services.
Oh,
Hooray!
It's-
Recognition!
it's Sahasrara again.
It's another sage, dude.
I see you found my cave condominium.
There's just a whole bunch of old people living in caves. I mean,
Please stop blowing up my house.
There's no senior services in Hyrule, so all the old people...
Yeah, they're like, all right, you're over 70, get the fuck out of here.
This Logan just run all over again.
And I know it's just to be, you know, a Zelda 1 thing, because they were just random old men all over the place. And I mean, normally that would be a fantasy of mine, but nah, not in this case.
Same, TBH.
Link just goes, I wish for a mountain of handkerchiefs.
I bet in the original version it was a prayer, not a wish.
It was. It really was. And if you read the text on that tablet, it's just a bunch of squiggles. In the Japanese, it more closely resembles Egyptian hieroglyphs. That I don't know why they changed it. I mean, there's really no connotation. So they just changed it to some symbols. And instead you just gotta use the Book of Medora to translate so Link can read.
Madora's Mask?
Yeah, Medora's Mask and her book. The book literally does nothing else in this game. I mean, I'll use it a few more times to get the magic spells, but it's kind of weird that it's just an item that sits there. But trust me, I'm going to get way more useless things this game. I think there's 5 items that, if you want to keep count, I just never, ever use them, and it's great.
Game theory. Does Nintendo America hate Egypt?
Game confirmation, no, they just hate you.
But I'm Egyptian!
Oh no!
Game theory, does Miyamoto hate naked people?
Is Miyamoto my dad?
Is Miyamoto my dad?
I want someone to draw Reggie saying to Miyamoto, I keep you naked on purpose. Make my Mario.
What is with us and Miyamoto being naked?
Because I want to see him naked.
Actually, don't answer it. I understand. I know why. I know exactly why.
Because he's so hot.
I want to see if he's buff like Mario or like Link underneath all that.
Well, I mean, we all know Mario canonically has a tribal tattoo.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because we have never seen that part of his body since that advertisement, so he still has those.
Yeah. So Desert Palace, because I kind of want to talk about the game at some point.
Oh, whoops.
All right, nerd.
I know. Well, it's not that I have to, it's that I want to, because I like this game. The first big section of the dungeon I really like because it's really simple to get through it. You just have to find the right door to get into. So the difficulty really just stems from the fact that rather than in later Zelda games where they're basically glorified pathways, like you go to room A to get the key to go to room B, which unlocks room C, like you can only go one way. With the earlier 2D dungeons, like you could legitimately get lost. I mean, there's about 4 different dead ends just in that entry hall alone, and you just got to find the right door and the right room sequences to get through. But the one backfire of that is that once you know how these dungeons work and you don't really get lost in them, they become like you start to see how actually short they are.
Hi, I'm Mexarican Bass Monkey, and this is Game Maker's Toolkit.
Yeah, dude, you are destroying these dungeons.
Look, I've spent way too much time analyzing Zelda games, like analyzing pretty much like what was their philosophy in dungeon design mostly, because the way that they do their open fields has stayed pretty consistent. They've followed the same philosophy. It's kind of interesting just to see what Nintendo thinks when they do each Zelda game in terms of how are they going to structure the dungeons. And the real tipping point you can tell is Link's Awakening, which is weird because the reason they did simplify stuff for that is because it was handheld. Like you had to simplify, you had to make it easy. I mean, the batteries were gonna die on that bad boy soon.
Spoiler alert.
We're all gonna die, MBM.
We're all going to die. Let that be the lesson of Link to the Past. Everyone dies.
So, MBM, you said that you've been analyzing all the stuff. Have you borrowed the Game Explain Anal Sys machine?
No, because I don't need shitty tools. I am a cognitive human being who can analyze video games on my own.
See, I'm not. I need the machine.
I need the machine too.
Plus, I also analyze actual games. I don't analyze screenshots or pictures on lanyards.
Oh, here we go.
See, I don't. I don't play games because that's for nerds. I just look at pictures of it online for 7 hours a day.
I thought you were gonna say just look at pictures of sexy girls online. It's like, Gareth.
That too. The internet is for porn, MBM. What about using it to talk about video games, you fucking dweeb?
It's a song made by the Puppet People.
Yeah. Sesame Street.
Yeah, this best episode of Sesame Street.
Wasn't it ironic that Avenue Q became the counterculture musical of our generation? How did that happen?
Because there is no God.
Well, I mean, there's 3 goddesses.
Game theory is Legend of Zelda anti-Christian?
No, but take that, men's rights peoples. This game's got not just 1, but 3 goddesses.
Oh yeah, if they were so hellbent on getting rid of all of the religion shit in Nintendo of America, how come they still kept Link's cross on his shield in the first Zelda?
I think it was just because it wasn't detailed enough. Because I know that in other instances they did try to eliminate cross-looking things. And then, of course, just remember, Ocarina of Time was the first game that the policy was laxed out, so that is that's why they're able to have goddesses, temples, sage, all those other things. Because even in this game, they're not sages; they're wise men, which can be used to pedantically say that it's not related to Ocarina of Time because those are sages in Ocarina of Time, and there are in fact female sages, not all wise men.
But they're on their way to a birth. This is the most religious game of all time.
Yeah, this is very true.
Have you guys all ever noticed that in Hyrule, the sun always goes like completely on top of, like it's never at a complete angle, like it's always perfectly like like it goes over like perfectly? Does
Yes.
that mean Hyrule's on the equator? And if so, why is there so much snow? What's going on?
Have you ever noticed that everyone in Hyrule walks like Michael Jackson in the Smooth Criminal music video?
Oh my god.
What's happening?
Something wrong with your brain?
Did you forget to take your brain medicine?
Did you forget to take your brain medicine?
Who wants to help me milk my cat?
Mr. Plinkett, please review Zelda games. We get it, you don't like Rogue One, but what is your opinion of Ocarina of Time?
Ocarina of Time is the stupidest game ever made by anyone.
I would like to see what he has to say about a video game. I'm sure he doesn't play them, but
I don't think they play. I mean, like, they have a video game show, but he's almost never on it.
I was gonna say, they have a video game show, but it has the two annoying ones on it, so I don't watch it.
What's wrong with Rich and Jack? Aside from everything.
Well, I mean, there's that.
Half in the bag.
Shit.
you can't just swim into a waterfall, MBM.
Did you not just see? I think I can, and I did. Science.
This fucking game.
Throw something in. What will you throw? My urine.
What will you throw in? My hopes and dreams.
Alternative facts, piece of shit.
The soul of my firstborn.
Oh no.
He just comes out stronger.
Yay!
Yes, exactly. Did you throw this in? No, it was you. Fuck you. Link just runs away.
It was you?
But why did I have the bowl? Why did I have the bowl?
The bowl. Can you throw in more stuff? Just throw in everything.
No, the two things you can, well, three. So the item upgrades you can throw into this pond are the boomerang for the magic boomerang and the shield for the upgraded shield. And of course you could throw bottles in for some free potions.
I forget, if you throw something in that can't be upgraded, does the fairy just say, stop throwing shit in my lake or I'll kill you?
Yeah. Verbatim.
The fuck is this shit, Link? Warned you about this shit.
It's littering. I mean, it's okay to shit everywhere, but you can't just throw your arrows everywhere.
This isn't fucking fertilizer, Link, alright? We're respectable people, us Hyruleans. No shit, I make some fertilizer.
This LP's just us talking about shit. What is wrong with us?
Of course, it's a Zelda game. I look forward to everyone downvoting us now and turning off.
Here's the other fairy fountain. I kind of do these a little backwards because I know, like, this fairy mentions the one I was just previously at, but it doesn't fucking matter, alright? I'm getting all the shit. Like, you don't even need to get this either because, I don't know, why would you need 70 arrows? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I hate that you can't choose how much rupees you want to throw in, and you have to, like, walk all the way away and then have to come back just so you can reactivate the option to throw more rupees in. So dumb.
It's awful, and the whole luck thing, it actually does affect the game. It pretty much determines the item drop rate for the next 10 enemies you kill.
Oh, that's dumb.
It's super fucking dumb, but at least
That
it
is pretty dumb.
matters.
Ambien, please tell me you're gonna give all your money away.
I'm giving all of my fucking money away. I told you, I was trying to get a whole bunch of rupees so I could make sure I had enough to do this in 2 trips. So I'm doing this first one now, and then I visit her again, like, towards the end of the game.
The next 2 parts are just MBM throwing way more.
I mean, yeah. How else are we supposed to get Brain Scratch fucking subscriber numbers? I stopped editing shit years ago. Cool, 15 bombs.
Oh yeah.
And I went with bombs, because bombs are better.
Oh, I see. She wants more rupees now.
Which is okay. I don't know why they don't include the 50 rupee option to begin with. And also, why isn't there just a throw 100 rupee option? Like, God.
Yeah, what the hell, Miyamoto? You know what? Keep your clothes on, you sack of shit.
We don't need to see that no more.
Making it rain. Although, in Hyrule, making it rain is quite dangerous. Rupees are pretty sharp.
They're super sharp, but you can also make it rain with music too, so.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, because it's the Song of Storm. It's a nice little ditty. I'm glad that they had to bring it back for the Oracle games.
Okay, bye.
And